Hello and welcome. This is Comtivate celebration of Women's History Month. And today I get an opportunity to celebrate wonderful women in our community. And so today, Comtivate wants to recognize you, Miss Maggie, as an extraordinary and powerful woman for entrepreneurship, leadership skills, motivation, and job satisfaction. Listen, what's our focus for our time today? We want to celebrate an ordinary woman who are doing extraordinary things in their lives, for their families, for the community. Women like Maggie Jean are either running a home, being a professional, running in the workplace, or just running their own business. And so the intent in celebrating these women is for other women and for girls to see that women do have the potential to change the world. These are women who are maximizing their potential and allowing themselves to just live according to how they were destined by God. And so I get the chance to chat with Maggie Jean and just enjoy this moment. Welcome, Maggie. How are you doing today?
Thank you for having me, Sharon. I'm doing very well, and the honor is mine to be here with you today. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Yeah. You know what, Maggie, I just want to thank you for just setting the pace. You know, some people just want to follow others, and some people create a path for others to follow. And
Mhm.
because of you, so many young women and young girls today will be able to listen to our conversation and say, I want to be like her. So I'm going to ask you some questions just to explore what you're doing. And one of the questions I have is just to know, how are you maximizing your potential as a woman, whether it's in your home, your work, or in entrepreneurship?
Oh, that is such a great question, Sharon, because I think, sharing how I feel or sharing about this question is not this is my answer. It may not be somebody else's answer. But I think just sharing what I feel about that question could be a turning point for somebody else, somebody who wants to take action and somebody who wants to take change. Well, Sharon, what I do is I bring a new level of awareness to the market, a new level of abundance, personally, professionally, and financially, to those persons who want to make a difference in the lives of others. I help them to get that key, realize that they have that key that can unlock all these many dreams that they have, that they've held in their hearts, so they can create new level of abundance in their lives. That's how I maximize my potential.
Wow, I love it. New abundance in life. You know,
Yeah.
Maggie reminded me, of course, being from Jamaica, my high school, the motto was life more abundant. And so, as you're saying that, it just brings to us, but you just make that abundance so visible. So, thank you for that, for definitely highlighting that. So, we know a lot of folks are going to be out there just wondering, how can I be like that woman? And so many people, women especially, because it's Women's History Month and celebrating strong women like you, many women have yet to find their purpose. And so I would love for you to help us understand, how did you find your purpose? Was there a story that drives you? What is it that helps you to be so powerful?
Well, I spent many, many years as a leader in very high positions. My last 14 and a half years of working for someone else, Sharon, I led a team of over 100 employees, and I had a really tough job, but I loved it because I love people. And the people that I work with, most of them just felt that all I could do was get dressed and come to work every day, and they, most of them didn't see that there was something special about them. We're the last to tell ourselves that there is something special about us. Someone else always see that value in us. And me realizing how much I cared about people and how much I wanted people to excel, Sharon, I decided that I wanted to be more and do more for others and be of service to them in whatever way I could. So I could elevate their minds and their thinking so that they could be confident in going to get more. And that's how I really know that I was here to make a difference. And I really love every moment of it. now that I am on my own, doing my own business, I have even more time to help people find out who they are.
Right. Wow, wow. That's amazing. That's so amazing because so many people can't even go back to see what really happened. You know what, Maggie, of course, I'm from Jamaica, and just before I even started going into business, when I first came to America, I met a manager, and one of the things, I came out of poverty, and I'm never ashamed of it, because I will always say I have moved from poverty to prosperity, not by my chance, but by God, because I want to squeeze myself or pinch myself and say, wow, that is why I spend so much time elevating women, elevating others, coaching, speaking, and training. And I met a manager. I was about 23 years old. And he says to me, "You got something in you." I was like, man, I just want to work in America, make some money, feed my grandmother in Jamaica. And he kept telling me, there's more in you. And this manager took it upon himself, and he just helped me to go to college. And it was just, I talk about that so many times, because sometimes we can't find our purpose until somebody look at us. And I'm glad you shared your story, because I want that girl, I want that woman that's looking, listen to this conversation, to just even imagine that it could happen to them. So thank you for sharing that. That's really powerful. So one of the things also is, some people are struggling. We know COVID has hit us. We're out of it. We're in it. We don't even know if we're something else is coming. And Maggie, oh my gosh, there are jobs out there. People are getting ready to find new jobs. People are making decisions about, should I stay home and take care of the kids as a woman? Should I go out and work as a woman? Should I start my own business as a woman? And you have proven to us that a woman can move from ordinary to extraordinary with your beautiful self at the same time, right? What is it, Maggie, that we could share, that you can share, about what should women do today? What can a woman do today to maximize her potential and take some steps to move from ordinary to extraordinary? What would you say?
Oh, that is $1 million question. But there are so many beautiful answers to that question. And I'm so thankful that you asked that question, Sharon, because we're not meant for average. We're not meant for mediocre. And we've got to set standards and boundaries for ourselves. And we must always be the ones who have the desire to elevate ourselves, Sharon. So if you want to move from just ordinary to extraordinary, find that person that you would like to emulate. Find someone like Dr. Sharon Johnson, who's doing it, who's a leader, who has a podcast, who's an executive coach, who's excelling, and emulate that person. Be consistent at what you're doing. There's no need to do it today and 5 days after, then you decide, okay, I'm going to do it again. Be consistent. Doesn't matter what it takes of you. To be extraordinary is hard work, but at the end of the day, it's so fulfilling. It is the results you're looking for, so you can bring that to table and you can tell someone else, I can help you become who I am. You have to always be consistent, Sharon. Find that mentor. Of course, you definitely have to invest in yourself. Now, most times, Sharon, when people hear investing in yourself, the very first thing that comes to their minds is money. I don't have the money. Man, you have not even looked in your wallet. But if you call and think of lack, then you just can't move forward. Find it. It's not always about money. Investments mean time. Are you going to invest that time for you to become better? For you to go take that walk to help you exercise and be, gorgeous, if that's what you're looking for? Are you going to spend the time reading a good book and make that book your mentor and apply what is in that book? Are you going to build the relationship so you can grow your relationship capital to help propel you to where you want to go? Investing in yourself doesn't always mean the financial part, but the financial part is also a very important, Sharon. But to
Yes.
be extraordinary, you have to find that person that you want to emulate. You've got to make the time and you have to be consistent. Know your why and go after what you want with every fiber of your being.
Wow, drop the mic.
Indeed.
Drop the mic. You see, this is why I'm celebrating you, Maggie, because you've just given us so much. I mean, I just, I know there's going to be some out there, Maggie, just going to be like, oh my God. But you talked about being consistent, you talk about those sacrifices, you talk about, just investing in yourselves. And oh my gosh, have I invested in myself? Just like have I mean, I get up every day. And one of my mentor once told me that every day, no matter what it is, you got to spend 5 minutes, at least 5 minutes, but at more 30 minutes or so. What is it that you want? So I read a lot, Maggie. I just I get online, and if I just want to know more, because there's always somebody ahead. And being a Christian woman too, I believe that God has designed us, and I know that God has designed us. We're masterpieces, women. We are created for a purpose. We're divine beings. We are built with a certain fiber. And what worries me is when a woman doesn't do that, what's happening to her mentally, physically, emotionally. So what you've just shared with us, Maggie, is that these are things that we it's not, those are not really optional. You want to move from ordinary to extraordinary, there are going to be some things you have to do. That's what I'm hearing from you. And so I want to thank you for that, because I know that you're changing lives. You're just moving mountains. And I'm so proud to just know you and to even spend the space with you. Being in your presence, I know that you can help me change my life as well. So I want to be sure that somebody can connect with you, that if they have questions, you have resources, that you have some really great resources. You're building such a strong business. So I want to be sure people can connect with you. How do they do that?
Absolutely. But even before I say that, Dr. Sharon Johnson, I want to celebrate you also. This is International Women's Month. And I know your love and passion for other humans, not only just women, for other humans. I know how much work you're doing in this environment, in the coaching environment, in the speaking environment. I know how much you want to elevate someone else and bring them up together with you. I know it. So I want to celebrate you and give you your roses today, not tomorrow, not the day after, but today. And again, I want to tell you thank you for bringing me here just to express, how I feel and how we can all elevate other women, become even more than they ever dreamed about. I am on LinkedIn as Maggie Jean, last name Jean, Jean. I'm on LinkedIn. I am on Facebook. I also have a Facebook group. Um, I am my website is maggiejeancoaching.com. Again, maggiejeancoaching.com. You can look for me over there. I am also an executive director with the John Maxwell team. This is where I have gotten tremendous growth. And I have committed to not only serve women, but of course, men too, because men want to feel that level of abundance in every way. So these are ways that you can connect with me, and individuals who are in transition, who want to change their lives, who want to shift their mental models. I'm here to help them. That's what I do. That's what I specialize in. So I'd be glad to help anyone out there who wants to do business with me. My telephone number, 281-838-2959, if that's something they want to do also. Everybody can text, everybody can send a message on Facebook, everybody can send a message on LinkedIn.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for sharing that. This week I learned a quote that says, why beg for a seat at the table when you can just build your own table, right? And what you're teaching us, Maggie, is that we need to build our table. And as a Christian woman, and for every woman out there, again, we are created for moments like this. We are just strong people. I read Napoleon Hill book one time. He talks about we have to have faith. And he says that when faith is mixed with prayer, it gives connection to infinite intelligence. And ever since I read that, I got a stronger belief that there's nothing impossible. There's nothing that I cannot do. So I thank you for being here. And for those of you folks, I am Dr. Sharon Johnson. I am the CEO of Comtivate, Leadership Training and Development Consultancy. And this is what I do. I teach, I speak, I train, I coach. And that's my story. I'm sticking to it. The biggest story is that we can do this together. Together, we can change the world. So thank you again for joining me and celebrating Maggie Jean.
Thank you
Thank you,
so much, Dr.
Maggie.
Sharon. Thank you so much, Dr. Sharon. And those who feel at this point in time, I can't believe, borrow my belief, borrow Dr. Sharon's belief. We're here to help you. Thank you, Sharon.
Yeah, you are welcome. As we say in Comtivate, stay beautiful, stay fabulous, and stay motivated.
All
Thank you.
right.
Okay, thank you.